for what light-skinned is, because yes,
nobody gives a fuck. People have got work in the morning. They've got kids to feed. Nobody's worried about this shit, bro. Talking about the black community. Nobody's worried about this shit but you in your fucking room. Like, nobody's this worried about this, bro. You made light skin your whole personality. You made being light skin your whole personality. So guys, if you've been paying attention to the uploads I've been posting recently, you'll know we've had a lot of conversations regarding colorism. Now, this woman I'm about to react to here, I reacted to her original video where she said two light skins can't date each other. And basically, she was essentially explaining the experience of light skinned people, to where she believes that light-skinned people receive a lot of hate from dark-skinned women, etc. And at first, when I watched that video, I was intrigued because, you know, I've never really seen the topic, and I listened to the video and I was very based. I was understanding both sides, and at the end of the video, I came to the conclusion we need to just leave the colorism alone. You know, light-skinned, dark-skinned, whatever, we need to leave it alone and remember we're one black community. We all have, you know, and this isn't anything against white people, but we all have some people in common that don't like us, period, regardless if we're light skin or dark skin. And as soon as I made that video, I instantly knew what type of community I was dealing with, and it made me question what type of rhetoric does this woman preach on her channel for all of her community to come on my page giving me hate. I was so based. You can go watch the video after this one. I was so based. I wasn't taking no sides. I was looking for the truth and the answers, yet her community still attacked me. That's when I realized, okay, I don't think her community is looking for unity at all. I think they're basically saying we're light skins, we don't like you, dark skins, brown skins, we don't like you. So I realized that instantly because I was so based, but yet her community came giving me hate. I just realized, okay, they just don't like me then. That's it, because I was not saying anything controversial. Now, it seems like, first thing first, prayers up. Prayers up for this woman, because it looks like she's going through a mental health crisis. Her channel was, wait, let me see if I'm screen recording real quick. Alright, we're good. Her channel was originally called Exoticals United. Now she's changed her channel name to Bleach Hoticals United. I don't know if that's a diss to dark skinned women who bleach to get their skin lighter. I'm assuming it is. I don't know what else it could be. It's not like she's gonna diss. She won't be dissing light skin, so I guess she's dissing dark skinned women for bleaching. So now I'm starting to realize who she truly is. At first I thought she was just a stressed out light skinned woman who just wanted her frustrations to be heard. You know, she wanted to voice her frustrations, but now I can see she's just pure hate. And people like this type of content is not the way. If you're watching this and you want to start doing content, you know, I just got monetized recently. So if you want to start doing content, understand, this ain't the way. I didn't get monetized from doing stuff like this and just picking on a certain sector of people. This is not the way to make content. She now titled her video, "The Dusty Community is Obsessed with Who's Light Skin." And I was like, what? So I watched like 5 seconds of the video and she was talking about black women in terms of the dusty community. So she's calling black women dusty now. Like, that's crazy. This woman has hate in her heart. I don't know what's wrong with her. She's very bored. You've got to be very bored to be doing stuff like this. But let's check the video out.
Hey, Pretty Girl Club. Have you ever had the black community argue back and forth about whether or not you are considered light-skinned? There is an obsession that they have in the unambiguous community with whether or not you're light-skinned. I've seen black men obsess over this. I've seen black women obsess over this. And instead of focusing on Cleo Trappa's music or Kelly Rowland's music, instead of actually solving the problems with the unambiguous community, they'd rather sit around and talk about whether or not you qualify as a red bone, a yellow bone, a caramel, or a light brown person.
What is the difference between a yellow bone and a red bone?
It's more of a tint. It's like the tint behind the color.
Here we go. Celebrity wise, LMA.
Yellow.
Aaliyah.
I wouldn't say she's either.
Did you say she light skinned?
She's like
So
caramel.
All right, Lauren London.
Why does the most advanced health and fitness wearable not have a screen? Because Whoop is designed to keep you in the zone. The minimal design keeps you discreet.
Like and subscribe so I can have enough money to get this fucking ad blocker.
Ice Spice.
I'm gonna go yellow with her.
Zendaya. Tori Kelly.
You talking about tanned or untanned?
Zoe Kravitz.
I'm gonna go yellow.
Alicia Keys.
I think I'm gonna go red with her.
Michael Ealy.
There's no such thing as a man red bone. Yellow
There
bone
we
in my
go.
mind.
There's no such thing as a
Not
man,
for me.
yellow or red bone. Diddy.
No Diddy.
Drake.
No Diddy.
So notice how when he brought up Michael Ealy, he said there's no such thing as a male red bone. The reason he said that is because he associates red and yellow bones with sexual desirability. So that's why they never call men red or yellow bone. Has anyone ever noticed that?
I wouldn't go as far to say sexual desirability. I just think a man doesn't necessarily want to talk about a man in terms of if he's light skinned, this skin, this. You know, it's an innocent game. It doesn't mean like all the women he was naming before he's gonna sleep with. It's just an innocent game. It's like you could ask me a certain question that has nothing to do with sex, but I'm still not gonna answer the questions in terms of men, in terms of a man, because we as men, we don't want to just be in other men's business. It doesn't necessarily mean sexual desirability.
The reason why men don't call other men red bone or yellow bone, because they associate those terminologies with someone that they want to fuck. So this is proof that those two terminologies are associated with sexual desirability. And this is what I mean when I say that they place lighter skin tones on a pedestal, and this is why people fight over it. If you're policing it, it's because you pedestalize it. And usually that pedestal comes from sexual desirability. That's why...
Notice how she's now saying usually. So she knows it doesn't always mean that, but yes, she put it like that in the first. Now she's saying usually. Come on now. Come on now.
He said, oh no, there's no such thing as a male red bone. There's no such thing as a male yellow bone. This lady says, I just thought they were interchangeable. Some people use the word yellow bone, some use red bone. I just use the term light skinned. Another woman says, this is the most southern topic of discussion I've ever seen on YouTube, but being from up north, I'll participate. I always thought that if someone was considered light-skinned, that would be considered yellow bone, while someone who appeared brown skin tone with a finer or curly hair texture would be considered red bone. I grew understanding high yellow is a derogatory term, so I wouldn't use it to describe anyone unless I wanted to be an a-hole. So there are all these qualifications for red bone or yellow bone, and apparently if you are a red bone, you have to also have a fine curly hair texture as well. So if you have a coarse hair texture, you're not considered a red bone. So do you see how, number one, the goalpost for light skin is moving. Number two, there are all these intricacies and qualifications for being light skinned, but I've never seen anybody make videos and have a whole discussion about who's dark skinned. Hey, what's the difference?
Bro, she took two niggas on a podcast and she said dark skinned people. What the bro, I'm telling you, bro, I said it in my other video, this woman needs to go on a walk. I'm telling you, bro, this woman needs to touch some grass, bro. It's not that deep, bro. Like, God, she's doing a whole bunch of scientific breakdowns over some shit two niggas said on a podcast. What's wrong with it? And look how she said they, because of two niggas. Like, this woman has hate and it's projecting right now. It's projecting.
Difference between milk chocolate and cocoa. Oh, if you want to be considered dark skinned, you have to have a certain hair texture. No, I've never seen anyone say that. And has anyone else noticed that whenever us light-skinned people ourselves start speaking up about our experiences, suddenly it's, you have to have two black parents to be considered light-skinned, or they're not even light-skinned, they're mixed. Remember when Danny Lay made that Yellow Bone song and they were like, she's not even a yellow bone because she's not even black at all. And then they started going in on how you must have two black parents to be considered a yellow bone. So they have all these different qualifications for what's a yellow bone, and then there's a difference between yellow bone versus red bone, and I guess for red bones, you also have to have the silky hair. So maybe red bone is supposed to be reserved for the dougla category, or kind of like the Indian, like Afro-Native category. So they've got all these standards for what's yellow bone and what's red bone. This tells you how high the pedestal is.
When you're 85 years old on your deathbed, you're not going to wish you had fewer crazy stories. So let me introduce you to the school game.
And this also tells you that the black community will constantly move the goalpost for what light-skinned is, because yes, they view it as a...
Nobody gives a fuck. People have got work in the morning. They've got kids to feed. Nobody's worried about this shit, bro. Talking about the black community. Nobody's worried about this shit but you in your fucking room. Bro, I swear, bro, she's got some mental health problems, bro. Like, nobody is this worried about this, bro. You made light skin your whole personality. You made being light skin your whole personality. And then you're naming your channel Bleach Articles. You're not, like, bro, you crashing out.
Goal, being light-skinned. And most people want to create light-skinned or mixed-race children. But then they've been going around for decades popularizing these skin tones, arguing over them, and then they're creating babies with these skin tones by divesting or becoming passport bros. This person says it is a tint behind the color.
So now niggas are becoming passport bros to get light-skinned women? So it's not because of the masculine women in the West. That's what these passport bros say. Now she's saying it's because of light, bro. I'm telling you, I'm done, bro. I'm gonna lie, bro. Like, I'm gonna give this a couple more minutes, bro. But she give me a headache, bro. This woman is dumb, bro. I'm gonna lie. She dumb as hell, bro.
Yellow bones have more of a yellow hue. Same with red bones having a red hue. But the no diddies, that is some diabolical work, gentlemen. This guy says, I'm glad.
Another thing, he said no diddy. He said no diddy. Did he say a man? You know what I'm saying? He didn't say, it's because of sexual preference. It's because of sexual desirability. What she was saying in the start. He said no diddy. So that means a man can be a red bone, but he's not with the sus shit, bro. And maybe he did. I think he did say, to me, a man can't be a. Wait, did he even say that? Let's see. What did he say? Did he say a man can't be a red bone?
Pedestal, and this is why people.
Alicia Keys. I think I'm gonna red with Michael Ealy. There's no such thing as a man red bone.
And let's be real, bro. He's saying that because he doesn't want to come across sus. That doesn't mean it's because he said it's not true. If there's red bones and yellow bones, then it applies to everything. I don't even care that much, but I'm assuming it'll apply to everything. He just doesn't want to come across sus. That's why he's saying, oh, a man can't be a red bone. If red bone and yellow bone is to describe a complexion, then it applies to everything. He just doesn't want to come across sus. But guys, let me know what you think about this, because I'm gonna lie, this is hate right here, bro. This is her channel as well. I'm not saying don't go and send hate, you know what I'm saying, but this is her channel right here if you want to go see what else bullshit she's saying on that motherfucker, bro. I appreciate every single one of you. Don't be like this. I'm out.